Wow, before I even got to the mic, nice to see y'all too. No, I don't need your mercy hump, okay? If I needed that, I'd call him desperate ex-girlfriend, all right? That's how it works. So, not sure if you can tell by looking at me, but I spend a lot of time on the internet. For those of you who are thinking, I want his body. The anti-socially pale beanpole look, that's in this year. No, I do spend a lot of time on the internet, and the reason I do is for the truly civilized discourse that is found there. And the place I like to go for the most eloquent and informed opinions is the comment section on YouTube. It's the best. You can find something that really inspires you, and you're like, I'm going to talk about this. It's like, I think this is a great statement on the state of our society, and makes me feel really optimistic. You're gay. And you're spelled wrong. And it's like, well, I don't think my sexual orientation really has anything to do with this, and by the way, I'm married. Yeah, you're fag mom. First of all, that's the wrong slur, and now you have to get mad at yourself because you're arguing with someone who can't spell your or their properly. You know, everyone's talking about the Founding Fathers this, the Founding Fathers that. I think if the Founding Fathers had seen the YouTube comment section, they'd have rethought the whole freedom of speech thing. Less of a marketplace of ideas, more of a marketplace of shit. It's like, okay, you can have free speech, you just gotta pass a second grade spelling and grammar test. So, as has been alluded to in a couple of acts earlier tonight, we were about to go over the fiscal cliff, and I freaking love that name. It's not like, you know, something like Watergate, or unless you know the historical context, you really know what that is. I mean, you should have called that one Nixon stealing shit, okay? I like that, succinct, so it gets the point across. That's why I like fiscal cliff. There is no question. We're fucked. We're going over, bitches! Abandon ship! Abandon ship! And the kind of kind of a person on the periphery of all this is this dude named Grover Norquist who runs like a conservative super PAC. And what he did, he went around 20 years ago and got a lot of the Republicans who were getting elected 20 years ago to sign this pledge written 20 years ago that they were never going to ever raise taxes again. Ever. 20 years ago. And they keep getting people to sign this. And there's a problem because things were a little bit different 20 years ago, don't you think? Let's see, what happened in 1992? We still had Nirvana. We had a bunch of baggy plaid shirts and jeans. And we were about to kind of start the biggest financial boom period in our country's history. Fast forward 20 years, we got dubstep, skinny jeans, and we're kind of in the middle of a fucking recession! You might need to change the strategy! But these people are kind of afraid of change. You know, they recoil in horror when they see it. It's like, oh God, change! and we don't change. 20 years ago, what was the election ticket? Bush versus Clinton. And now they're projecting that in 2016, hold on to your hats, Bush versus Clinton. First of all, really? We're talking about that already? I just woke up from the nap I had to take after the last election. It was exhausting. It was like watching parallel marathons of Leave It to Beaver and The New Normal, and there was no dialogue. There was just one little voice going. Secondly, I love the 90s. I was raised in the 90s. It was a great friggin' time, but that is not the part I want to relive. Resurrect Kurt Cobain, okay? Bring back, I will take zombie Kurt over Bush versus Clinton to Bush versus Clintoner, okay? What I really think they should do, honestly, I mean really, in 2016, please, just to all the adults, take the year off. I mean it. And what we do instead is nominate 2 toddlers. And if you want it to be more official, dress one in blue and one in red. And that makes things better because when you can't really understand the hell they're talking about, you're not going to be as frustrated. You're not going to have the usual donors as opposed to frickin', big oil, BP, all that bullshit. You get Toys R Us. And I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid as a platform I can get behind. And when whichever one of them wins, and they invariably do, as all election winners do, and that's take a massive shit over everything, or all over everything, which is the proper way to say that fucking sentence, you're not going to get mad. You're just going to go, aww. Gregory Livengood, thank you.